Hey, it's Dr. Toby here. In this video, I want to talk about how you can boost your energy levels. One of the questions that a lot of people oftentimes ask within themselves, or sometimes they ask to their healthcare providers, how they can have more energy every single day. They're exhausted. Why is their body so tired? And they're wondering what they can do. And one of the things I want to share in this video is how you can boost your energy level doing something that you're already doing already on a regular everyday basis. And that's eating for energy, not just for enjoyment. So let's talk about this. A lot of times people are like, well, I really feel so tired. By the time I come home from work, I don't have energy to do the other things that I would love to enjoy to do, spend time with my spouse or my partner, or go out with my kids or play with my kids or do other hobbies or things like that. And the reason why your body doesn't have enough energy, one of the things you can start doing is eating for energy and not just for enjoyment. So a lot of times we eat because we love the taste of food. Food is great. It's enjoyable. It tastes great. It makes our soul feel so good. But one of the challenges is that when we eat for enjoyment without eating for energy, we're not as mindful of the options of what we could be eating that would actually sustain our body and give us better energy and longer strength over a longer period of time. So how do we eat for energy? What does that really look like? And why is this important? Well, one of the reasons why it's important is because you're already doing it every day. If you make small decisions that are different than what you're currently doing, you'll move forward in a better direction for your life. Again, I'll say that if you make small decisions and that are better for you, you'll move in a better direction for your life. So small decisions that are already decisions you're currently making, just making slightly different changes that are better will be tremendously different for you in terms of the improvement and energy that you'll feel. Now, this is important because one of the questions that also will come up is like, okay, cool, how do I eat for energy? Well, it just means eating food that's more calorically dense, or food that gives you energy and sustains energy in your body over time. One of the reasons why foods like comfort foods don't go as well for people in terms of it giving you a short boost of energy is because your body actually requires energy to process food. And so one of the things that happens is when you eat food that's calorically empty, meaning like a donut or pizza or cookies or chips, or just food that's less nutritious, right? What we call complex carbs versus simple carbs. A simple carb would be carbs that have been stripped of all of its nutrients, things like white rice, right? That rice has been refined and all of the healthy nutrients have already been stripped of it. And so when your body ingests that food like white rice or things like that, what happens is that the nutrients that are inside of that is going to go into the bloodstream and is rarely going to have time to, because it's so simple to dissolve, we can say, it doesn't have time to get to the tissues and to the other parts of your body that need energy before it's dissolved inside of the bloodstream. And this is one of the things, or the basic process by which a lot of times people develop like high blood sugar or stuff like that. But the point is that the simplicity of that carb is broken down very quickly and very easily versus a complex carb like brown rice or quinoa or things like oatmeal, which are more complex carbs that's going to take a little bit more to digest. So your body has time to diffuse the nutrients because it's so dense. Your body has time to be able to let those nutrients get to your entire body to make you feel energized and strengthened. Other complex carbs, beans, lentils, those are different things that can make a very big difference in terms of boosting your energy level. But rather than talking about the specifics, because everyone always asks the question, like, okay, cool, what's the specific thing that I need to eat? What should I do in order for me to have more energy? What's the one thing I can eat, right? Like a lot of times the fast change is not going to lead to the lasting change. And so people are like, well, what's the specific list of foods I should start eating to have more energy? And if you're looking for a quick fix, one of the most common things that people do is they take caffeine, coffee, energy drinks, sodas, things like that. And while that does boost the energy, it only boosts it in the short term. And it actually in the long term is going to train your body to rely on those things in order to have energy. And so your body is actually efficient at producing energy. That's why you have what's called fat. It's called stored energy. That's what it is. Fat is literally stored energy. So there's more energy in your body than your body is currently giving you. But one of the things that you have to do is train your body to use the energy that's already being stored. And so when you start to rely on things like caffeine or other kind of substances, what's happening is you're relying on something external to help you, and you're going to deprive your body's ability of it going through the process of utilizing the energy that already exists within you and using that to help sustain you. So how do you boost your energy? Start eating for energy and not for enjoyment. Don't just eat what tastes good. Make the things that give you energy taste better, and start off with the foods that you already enjoy eating. So maybe you enjoy eating pasta, or enjoy eating this, or enjoy eating that. Whatever you enjoy eating, start off with that, because there's a whole host and a list of things that you could generally eat. But a lot of times people start this new wave of, I'm going to try to eat for energy, or try to eat better, or eat a diet, and they do it for some time. It doesn't last because it's not truly what they enjoy. And if you can make the things that you enjoy also, or the things that give you energy, also the things that you enjoy, that's going to be a recipe for great success. So what do you already enjoy? And then determine, what is the health value or the energy value of the food I already enjoy eating, whatever that is for you. What are the things that I already enjoy eating? And then from there, what are the things that would make this better in terms of how much energy it actually gives me? And so you gotta, sometimes, one of the great things you can do is talk to a PT first. Hit the link in our description that will help you to be able to have a conversation on exactly what are the foods that you're eating, that, and what's the nutritional or the health value of those particular foods, and then how you can make some small changes. Some people like a lot of carbs and things like that, which you can have some healthier, dense carbs, which will make a very big difference in terms of the energy level that you have. So going from things just like eating sweet potato can be great in terms of long lasting, sustainable energy and helping your body to become energy efficient. So making those small changes can make a very big difference. Drinking more water can make a very big difference as well, to help your body deliver nutrients to your tissues, right? So those are some of the things you can do to start eating for energy, right? Start off with what you already enjoy eating and determine the nutritional value, the energy value of those foods. Is it calorically dense, or is it calorically empty? Is it a complex carb? Is it a simple carb? Simple carbs are the things that we would term as junk food: the cakes, the pies, the cookies, the snacks, crackers, right? Foods that probably are not able to be, that are preserved inside of your cabinets, are probably more likely going to be simple carbs versus meals that you have to cook that don't last long unless you freeze them and things like that. So those are some of the things that you want to think about for eating for energy, because if you start to do that, then you won't have to rely on the quick fixes that don't last and that actually train your body to become more exhausted over time, because you're always looking for an external energy source instead of your body becoming an efficient processor of the energy you already have. And hopefully that really rings a bell and resonates for some people, because the whole idea, people are like, well, I want to get rid of body fat. I have excess fat. I don't like flab on my arms or my legs, or this area of my body is fat, all those things. But fat is simply stored energy. And when your body has been trained to say, well, this person doesn't, really demand a lot of energy throughout the day, so let's just keep it stored, right? Your body does not develop an efficiency or an ease for processing energy. It's just like, cool, let's just store this energy for when the person actually needs it, but they don't do enough work for us to be able to require, more energy. So we're going to store this fat until we actually need to use it. And one of the things that you have to realize is that if you start eating for energy, you're going to eat food that's more complex, and it's going to take more energy to break down. And so I talk about how protein is a superfood, because protein, eating lean protein like baked chicken or eating things like salmon, is really, really great because it's calorically dense, which means it's going to take a little bit more energy for your body to break it down. But once your body has broken it down, it's going to sustain you in terms of your sense of hunger, and it's going to give you more energy over time because it takes longer to break down, right? So think about it from that perspective. Hopefully you find this helpful. There are things that you can really do that you're already doing, just small changes that will help your life move in a better trajectory. So hopefully you found this video helpful. Leave a like and a comment if you did find it helpful, and subscribe to our channel to get more updates on information on how you can live a healthy life, being pain-free, full of energy, and just feeling the most fit you've ever been. And I'll see you in our next video.